Davis High Girls Soccer, 2014, 2015, and now 2016 state champions. The Darts had no clue that this would be their third straight year when entering preseason this year.
The biggest challenge we had from last year to this year is we lost 6 Division I players that started for us. 2 forwards and our whole back line was gone. So that was a big question mark. We needed girls to step up that hadn't got a lot of varsity time.
We were a little nervous for the season, but I feel like we kind of knew that if we all worked our hardest that things would turn out the way we wanted them to go.
Because we had a lot of big shoes to fill, but the girls did great, so.
Davis not only filled some big shoes, but kept a 3-year win streak, going on to make it 44 games in a row now.
Many of the girls went through it last year. We were undefeated going into it, so there's a lot of pressure there. There was a thought of a national championship if we would have run the table. And so this year was just kind of a continuation of it. And honestly, I had no idea about the streak until a week before. I thought that'd be like 70 or something for whatever reason in my mind would be the state record. So I didn't think we were close to it, had no thought of it until you started seeing a little bit on social media the week before.
It's like super humbling, I guess, just like a humbling experience because obviously it doesn't happen every season, it's something you have to really work hard for. And so being able to be a part of that's been super awesome and amazing because obviously being able to be a part of something great, it's always you feel great about it. So I don't know, it's just been super fun and exciting to be a part of something like that.
I remember Sully was talking to us about it and how big of an accomplishment it was. So it was really cool, but we knew what the end goal was, so we didn't lose sight of that. We knew that if we could just keep making that record go up and up, and the state championship was our #1 goal though, so that was just a bonus.
Although this powerful team managed to not only stay undefeated and win another state championship, it may seem as if all was perfect at Davis High. But the reality is, everyone, whether it be the team or individuals, were all constantly working to overcome hurdles and challenges along the way.
Playing center forward or outside forward, you have to score goals, and so I feel one of the challenges was just being able to finish easy goals, goals that you should be able to finish no problems.
Everybody's saying things we have an easy region, we're overrated, stuff like that. But I don't think that was a worry to us. That was just what we had to rise to, and we obviously did it well. It wasn't as easy, but we did it, so.
Every team will bring their best game against us, but we still had to work way hard to what we got to, I guess, and so that was really fun. But we did have to work really hard.
We had Syracuse, Layton, and Viewmont at the end of our schedule. So those were bigger games for us, and it was good to see against a quality opponent where we stacked up and how good we could potentially be.
But Davis soon found out that potential while heading into playoffs. Round 1, Jordan at Davis, Olivia starting the game off with 2, and Michaela finishing with 1, beating Weber High and heading into semifinals against Copper Hill, where the Darts would completely dominate the game, getting 6 points on the board, which sent them into the championship game, and everyone going into it with a different outlook.
I always get super nervous going up to the game, and then right as the whistle blows, all the nerves are just gone. It's just okay, it's time to play.
This year I felt it was just calm. It was we've been here before, but when the game started, it was kind of, it was you're awake, and so it was it was a little intense, but I felt for the most part we were calm and we were excited, more excited about the way we were playing, and I thought we did really well.
I remember the first 10 minutes we were kind of in on them, and I thought we had it and stuff, and it took a while for us to score, but before we even scored, they were all over us for a while, and it was kind of scary, but I don't know, I just wanted to settle into the game, so we finally got that first goal and then kind of relaxed for about 10 seconds before they scored.
I was a little upset about that. I thought it was a great goal, and we've done it a couple times where we've scored right away, whether it's a go-ahead goal or an insurance goal, and it happened at Viewmont. We got up 2-0. And they went down and scored right away. And so I was a little upset that we couldn't refocus ourselves after that big goal and make it happen, but I guess they knew something I didn't know, and they knew that they would come back and take the lead before the end of the half.
With a 2-1 lead over the Silver Wolves in halftime, the girls began to calm their nerves and just play the game they knew how to play, and keeping one thought in their mind.
don't let the game be bigger than you, because if you let the game be bigger than you, it's going to affect your play negatively.
He just tells us that like every game, like don't let the game be bigger than you. So obviously he's like, yeah, this is a state final, but if you guys just play this game like how you've played every game the last 44 games, like you guys are gonna, or the 43 games, whatever, you guys are gonna be just fine. Like if you guys play the way you know how to play and how you guys have practiced to play, like, you guys are gonna be fine. So
this is your last game of this year, and so it's like give it your all, because why hold back now?
And the girls did not let the game be bigger than them as they played through the second half. But as the announcer began the countdown, nerves began on both offensive and defensive sides of the field.
When he was counting down, the ball was in the defensive where I was at, so it was pretty intense.
No, when they got into the penalty box and the countdown was going, that's the first time in the past several years where I was like, I didn't know if he's going to call a penalty kick or what he was going to do, but.
Oh my gosh. Well, every time I hear that, like the game before us, I could just hear like the 10, 9, 8, and that just like had a total flashback to like the last 2 years, and it just gave me the butterflies, just like the most exciting feeling. So when he started counting down, it was just like, I feel like it was more of a realization, like, holy crap, like we did it again. Like it's just, I don't even know, like I have the chills just talking about it. Just like hearing the countdown is just like probably the greatest feeling, because it's just like, okay, like the game's over, like it's over, like we just won another state championship. So.
Emotions were crazy. It was obviously the happiest feeling, but bittersweet for it to be over. I'm glad that we ended that way. If I had to choose any way to end, obviously that would be it, but.
Yeah, everybody just rushes the field. Like honestly, I just remember looking up and trying to find Kayla, and we all just hugged each other and just jumping up and down, so excited. And I don't know, it's just honestly like there's not another feeling that I've had that can like describe what it feels like.
When he says 0 when we're rushing onto the field, there's no better feeling than that. And that's the part that I love, is just to see the look on the girls' faces and how happy they are, because all their hard work throughout the whole year and the past years has just kind of paid off.
And I just remember looking and everyone's running, and oh my gosh, I had the biggest smile on my face, and I just remember that I'm like, this is the coolest thing. I knew we could do it, but it was like, it's finally here, and I don't know, it was amazing, and like you could just hear the crowd going wild, and it was just so cool. It was unreal. Like, it's like so cool to win it your sophomore and junior year, but to be a senior, and it's like this is my last high school game ever, and to go out like that, there's no other way. And I was so happy of all the girls and the hard work we've done, and it was just amazing.
These girls, now not only teammates but friends, sisters, have to say goodbye to their seniors and prepare for another year.
Next year, we're losing, I think, 6 starters again, so we'll need, my JV coach, Derek Amano, does a fantastic job with them. I think they've lost 1 game in 3 years as well, so their records kind of mirrored the varsity as well. So he does a great job preparing the girls to come into varsity and for stepping up, and so we're going to need some of those girls to come in and to fill those spots, but I am really confident in those girls coming in that hopefully we can make another run for it again, for 4 in a row.
Like we're just gonna be missing like a ton of girls, but I feel like the girls that are coming off the bench, I feel like they're gonna be able to have to step up a little bit, but I feel like we'll be just fine next year. I honestly feel like we'll be really good next year too. So I'm super excited for next year. Obviously, the dream is winning 4. Like that'd just be like the coolest thing. Like being able to say that I won every single state championship game in high school. Like that'd just be really cool.
Each senior will soon go their own way, Michaela to BYU, Kylie to Westminster, but the memories and times with their teammates in state championships are something they can take with them and hopefully reminisce on forever.
Well, obviously all of us are like best friends, like the whole team. I feel like that's why we're so good, is just because we're all like way close friends and stuff. But last year, like, we called ourselves the NC Boys, which is like the weirdest thing, but like it was like me, Kayla, Haley Atwater, like Haley Ketchakarni, Reagan Youngberg, Jamie Alvarez, like Ireland Dunn, just like a ton of super cool girls that like I've just been friends with forever. And so I feel like just that group of girls last year, like we were all just like so close. We literally did everything together. And so I feel like that was probably like my favorite year last year, is just being able to be like with all my best friends, and like it was just super fun.
It was last year at Juan Diego. We all ran on the field, and I've never seen anyone run so fast. Like all of us were screaming and jumping, and we were like on top of each other. And like we had like our fan section like running on the field, and there were police jumping on those guys, and it was so crazy. And then probably my favorite moment is just like seeing Jose at the very end of the game with the team. Like that's probably the best moment because everyone's so happy and so loud, and that's probably my favorite, is when at the end of the game when everyone's so happy because you won. That's probably my favorite.